Today we're looking at the state of British politics.
Asking, is technology ruining football?
Are we too obsessed with our phones?
Helen from Hull wants to know, how hot's the planet going to get?
And we'll explain why prices keep going up and up.
Also, Rach, did you know space has its own smell?
Really? What of? The world is fast-moving and can be confusing.
So let's talk about it.
5 Live Breakfast with Rachel and Rick. Listen on BBC Sounds.
Today at 1, the funeral of Pope Francis will take place on Saturday. There'll be an open-air mass in St. Peter's Square where mourners continue to gather this lunchtime for prayers. The Vatican has released pictures of Pope Francis in an open coffin. Tomorrow he'll be moved to St. Peter's Basilica so that pilgrims can visit and pay their respects. Also on the programme, the government says trans women should use toilets according to their biological sex, saying the recent Supreme Court ruling is clear. Did he jump or was he pushed? Gary Lineker on leaving Match of the Day and why he doesn't regret controversial comments made on social media.
I don't regret saying them publicly in terms because I was right what I said, it was accurate. But I wouldn't do it again because of all the kerfuffle that followed.
The return of the Tower of London's poppies. After first going on display in 2014, the ceramic flowers will be back to mark 80 years since the end of World War II.
And coming up on BBC News, back in the Premier League, both Leeds United and Burnley celebrate making the top flight with 2 games to spare in the Championship.
Good afternoon and welcome to the News at 1. The funeral of Pope Francis will take place on Saturday morning with an open-air mass in St. Peter's Square. Sir Keir Starmer, Donald Trump, Volodymyr Zelensky are among the world leaders planning to attend. Images have been released today of the Pope lying in chapel at his St. Martha residence. Tomorrow he'll be moved to St. Peter's Basilica so that pilgrims can visit and pay their respects. Sarah Rainsford reports.